Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 16th to the 30th, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive into this reading and see what this time frame has to offer you. I'm going to be starting with your Spirit Guide animal cards. These are your totem animals for this time. If you see these animals in the wild or you see an image of these animals, this is your angels and your spirit guides tapping you on the shoulder, Capricorn, saying, remember this message. Capricorn, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Capricorn, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Capricorn, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have the brown bear spirit, take time out. And we have the otter spirit, you are never alone. So take time out because you are never alone. So take time out from the hustle and the bustle to connect. Connect with your angels, connect with your spirit guides, connect with yourself to be able to move forward in power, in grace, and in purpose. Your chakra cards. Capricorn, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Capricorn, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Capricorn, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have creativity, the sacral chakra, and we have forgiveness with the heart chakra. So that's a really powerful combination. The sacral chakra is where we hold a lot of negativity from this life and from past lives. And forgiveness is what changes our whole entire lives. So I'm going to get to that in a moment, but that is really quite beautiful. And then you have your tarot cards. June 16th to the 30th, 2020 Capricorn. June 16th to the 30th, 2020 Capricorn. June 16th to the 30th, 2020 Capricorn. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. All right. So we have the Ace of Wands right at your heart, which is absolutely beautiful. That is a gift from divinity. You're crowned with the 10 of Swords, the World. That makes perfect sense. The Star card, which is an Aquarius energy, a time frame of January 20th to February 18th. The Magician, so you are definitely taking this gift. And so much more. The 9 of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles, yeah, and you're taking this gift too. The 9 of Swords. The 2 of Swords. The King of Pentacles, which is an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. Of course, you Capricorn shining through as the Magician right here. So that's gorgeous. That really is gorgeous. You are meant for this gift. And you're looking at the highest form of perfection, the highest form of beauty, desire, what you want within your life, because that's what the stars are. Back even in ancient times, when our ancestors would look up at the sky, they see the stars and they'd see absolute perfection, the highest form of achievement. That's why the pyramids are built, going to the stars. In Mayan traditions, in Egyptian traditions, we mapped our world from the whole entire world. We mapped our world by the stars. And so here, you have this beauty coming forward to you. You have this power that is making you a king, making you the ruler of your destiny, the great kind of balancer, equalizer, the person who is seen and the person who embraces their power. You have 3 wands here, Magician, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, all right? So that is divinity. That is divinity showing you that you are a winner, okay? That this is your time, that there is a grace and a power to you. Do you feel that? Not all the time. You're actually crowned with a lot of doubt and fear at times, most definitely. But you know what? A person who doesn't fear anything is a fool. So the fear is not actually a bad thing. You have the repeat of the number 9. You're coming close to a completion of a cycle. You know it. You feel it. You're walking to a new pathway, a new way of understanding. the kingdom of heaven is really starting to open to you in a way that is beautiful and in a way that you might not really expect. Because when I say the kingdom of heaven, that can get really exciting. It's like, wow, just greatness is coming to me. And that can be the case. It can be. But the kingdom of heaven is within your heart. It's not given to you from the world. So it is knowing within your soul, within yourself, something beautiful, something powerful. And we see that here with the brown bear spirit. Take time out. Take time out to connect with your heart, to connect with the seeds that you are planting. You're all about the planting of seeds and the harvesting of truth, because you are an earth sign energy. Pentacles, prosperity, wealth, what we value as much as money, what makes the world go round, right? Because that's what we live off of. We live off of money. It buys us our food, it clothes us, everything like that. Now you can live off the grid, most definitely, but then it's the seeds that you plant. It's the harvest that you have. And that's a really important thing for you. And here with the acorn, you see that with the wands, because from an acorn grows an oak, grows a mighty tree. So here, you are planting seeds of greatness that you're going to see coming forth. And you need to know that you are never alone in this journey. You have the two otters right here connecting in love. So you are never alone. You are always connected. There is beauty for you, coming towards you and as a part of you. And it is something that you were born to. So do not deny it for yourself. Know that your angels are always guiding you, that spirit is always with you, and that divinity is blessing you. Creativity and forgiveness are your chakra messages here for your sacral chakra and your heart chakra. So the sacral chakra holds a lot of negativity, again, from this life, from past lives. It is also where we store the trauma from our DNA inherited line of hurt, pain, disappointment, our DNA trauma. And so the sacral chakra is astoundingly important, but it holds a lot of negative energy. Also, it is where our sexual energy comes from, our creative energy comes from. And so with creativity comes power. And by forgiving yourself and embracing your heart chakra, you are going to see that you release the negativity in the sacral chakra. And the forgiveness from the heart chakra is the forgiveness of the self for not always being able to live up to your expectations. It is also the forgiveness of others, those who have failed you, those who have hurt you, forgiveness of the world for not being a kinder place. And it's a freedom. Forgiveness is the path to freedom. It is the path to power. And as you're moving forward towards this truth, towards this understanding, you are seeing your grace, your greater truth. You are. Your greater power. And that has you creating a destiny that you thought was out of reach. The heart chakra, the sacral chakra, very important for you during this time. I also am hearing music around you. Okay, so vibrational energy is going to be very important. I love Tibetan singing bowls, so if you listen to Tibetan singing bowls, healing Tibetan singing bowls, that can be a great way to balance the energy within yourself. Because at your heart is the Ace of Wands. Passion, creativity. It's sexual energy. You have here the masculine and the feminine coming together. This is masculine energy as well as the swords. The pentacles and the cups are feminine energy. So here you have this masculine energy coming around you. It is a sense of creation. It's a sense of power. It is a sense of determination. You are also coming through as the king. So that is, again, heightened masculine energy as well as the magician. So you have this power of creation, of determination, of this kind of single-minded focus to you. Kind of quote-unquote everything masculine. All that masculine energy around you. You're choosing where it is that you want to be. Now the cool thing with the Two of Swords is that we have these two swords. And you think, okay, one path or the other, where do you go? What do you choose? There's a reason why she's blindfolded. There's paths that open up that you are not aware of on this earthly plane, that follow your truth. But they only come when you stop seeing what is before you and start seeing what's within you. Because this passion, this is your intuition, this is what you want to create on this earthly realm. It's work, it is creativity, it is what you desire. Okay? It's what makes life worth living. It's your intuition, and you have this strong draw to more, Capricorn. And as you are balancing this road, as things are coming up, you have the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords. You're crowned with doubt. Why? Because you've been through the ringer. I mean, the Ten of Swords is not a nice cycle. The cycle of the mind is intense. We start off with choices. We start with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords. There we go. And that is a gift of knowledge and of power. And then we have choices from it. We have heartbreak from those choices. And it goes on and on and on. The mind is tremendous. The mind is powerful. And here, it's doubts and fears. Now remember also, this shows a nobility of self. Okay, the mind is also where kind of your greatest avenue for achievement lies. Because swords were only supposed to be used by nobility back in medieval times. If you were a poor person and you had a sword, you could be killed right there on the spot. So here with the Ten of Swords, this is a wealth in his back, a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of power, okay? But it's laid him dead. This is also overkill. You might be thinking of something and thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and it's overwhelming for you. This wealth of knowledge, it guides you forward. It is more. And even though it's led to the death of your old self, it's leading you to the power of your new self. This is the darkness before the dawn. This is kind of my minor arcana death card. You know, it's kind of like what I once knew as truth has fallen away. And as it has fallen away, I have become something more. And you might be really worried about where your road is heading. The unfortunate thing with the Nine of Swords is that people don't really see this. People who you are really close to, they might see it, but they're not going to understand it. This is a personal battle. This is personal doubts, personal fears. And it's like, oh my gosh, can I? And the answer is yes, of course you can. But we all need to be afraid. Because again, if you think everything's just going to be roses and butterflies, you're naive at best, okay? Foolish at worst, and just completely misjudging the world. Because the world is harsh. And I know people don't like to hear that, and they're like, Dane, why are you mean? I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to be very honest, and I will not lie to you. That's just not the way I am. So here, this is doubts, this is fears, this is apprehensions. This is, man, my road has been hard. And people don't understand. No, because they think you have it all together. Because you portray that. You portray this confidence, this assurity. And know that having a plan and being mindful of your future, it's important because it builds you forward. It lets you look at things. But being obsessive, that's going to tear you down. That's going to take the beauty out of the world. And as you're looking at things, and as you're looking at your power, you see your truth. And you see what it is that you need, where it is that you want to be. And this worry and this fear and this doubt, it starts moving away as you see everything that you have learned, everything that has built you, everything that has sculpted you, everything that you have overcome. And you were born again because of. And that ending of a cycle, that changing of a self, it leads you to the magician. It leads you to knowing that you have the power. And you have greater power than you ever realized. You have the infinity sign right here, which is a number 8, on its side. There is this sense of determination. There is this sense of laser focus, all right? But there's also this sense of hard work, dedication, beauty, luck. You can be very serious while being the magician, most definitely, because you're very focused on being the king, on the beauty, the prosperity, the bounty, the security that knowing your truth brings. But remember, as above, so below. As you think it, so it becomes. And our worry, what we worry about, what we obsess about, we get. Okay? Also know, divinity has a way of answering our most heartfelt desires in a way that we never even anticipated. So while it's like life is what happens while you're busy making plans, look at things. Look at what you really want. And then look at kind of the left-handed, backhanded, twirly whirly way life has given it to you. And look at what you have done with your life. And instead of criticizing yourself, look at the magic within you. And by that I mean the God's head. Okay? Brahma said that he hid the God's head within man because that is the one place we will not look for it. So here, with the magician and the King of Pentacles, you're looking within. You know that there's this connection, this power, this beauty. I always see the kings as being connected to David in the Old Testament. He was not perfect, but he was amazing. And that's what you are. You're not perfect, but you're amazing. Embrace that amazing attribute. Embrace that power. Embrace the fact that there is only one like you in this whole entire world. See it. Claim it. You have your gifts. You do. At times you don't see them. At times you might be thinking, what gift do I have? How can I utilize this? What am I supposed to be? Where am I supposed to be? You have a repeat of the number 10 right here. The 10 of Swords. And the 10th card in the Chakra cards, which is creativity. Okay? You're ending a cycle. A cycle within the mind of doubt, fear, apprehension. It's bringing you a creative force. Embrace that creative force. Because the 9 of Cups shows that you have a lot more going for you than you realize. Now here, this can be seen as kind of like the fat cat. Like, oh yeah, I know that I have this. But I also see this as kind of like, I'm protecting myself. Yeah, I know that I have something going for me, but I don't know exactly what. People see your gifts, Capricorn, much more easily than you see them. And this is really saying to you, look at what you have. Look at what you've created. Look at the power and the prosperity within your emotional truth. Stop judging yourself and finding yourself wanting. Start loving what you see. Seeing your grace, seeing your power, seeing your understanding, seeing the beauty of your soul, the power of your emotional self, because I believe that we are our emotional selves. We are emotional beings. And by being emotional beings, we have to connect with our hearts. If we don't connect with our hearts, we don't connect. So people like to say, okay, you're all emotion or you're all logic. Well, if you ever met somebody who's all emotion, it's like they're exhausting. They're all over the place. People who are all logic, they're cold or they seem cruel, because they're just so darn calculating. You want to be right in the middle. You want your heart to have a conversation with your mind. You want yourself to be able to see and understand, feel and reason, and see how your emotions impact your reason. And as you do so, the Star card comes. The highest sense of perfection. In Aquarius energy, a time frame of January 20th to February 18th. Dreams, desires, beauty. What do you want? Where do you want to be? What are you moving towards? What is important to you? What are your deepest wishes? And how is the universe providing them? Because you're going to sit there and think, oh, it has to be this way. And I'm telling you, the universe is going to give you what you need, but in the most extraordinary way that you had never expected. So keep your eyes open. And it isn't just like, sitting back, eating chips, saying, oh, okay, my life's going to come. No, it's hard work, it's discipline, it's dedication. And it's seeing that you have one foot in the spiritual world, one foot on the earthly plane, that you are connected, that you are bridging this gap. And as you bridge this gap, you see the roads start to open up to you because you see the roads opening within, and it leads you to power, to might, to understanding. These roads can open up by an Aquarius energy. Okay, this Aquarius energy is going to be somebody who is astoundingly powerful, okay? Within a creative way, this person you could be very attracted to, first of all. This doesn't have to necessarily even be an Aquarius energy. They could have a lot of Aquarius in their chart. This can also be somebody who's very spiritually awakened, all right? And again, the sexual energy between you two, absolutely intense. Or the creative energy. This could be a friend. This could be somebody you greatly admire. So just be mindful of this. Yeah, be mindful of this. Also know that you're going to expect things to fall apart. there is a part of you, and you might even find that you sabotage things, not on purpose. And I'm not saying that, oh, it's your fault or anything like that, but there's a sense of hurts and patterns coming, right? And this person here, this person might really bring out those patterns within us. And this person is a person that you springboard off of emotionally, spiritually, and powerfully to move forward towards what you want in life. All right? So this person is a huge catalyst for you, but this person doesn't have to be a person that stays in your life forever or even a very long time, right? This can be a person that you have this encounter with, and there's something that they trigger within you that opens up floodgates, and it has you looking at things in a whole new way, in a whole new light. And the Ace of Pentacles is God's source spirit, however you see the divine in the universe, handing you a gift of prosperity, bounty, beauty, abundance. And it's like, take this gift. You're moving to the next place. So as everything opens up, and you feel emotionally rather raw. So just be mindful of this. Just be mindful that you might find that after an interaction with somebody, and it doesn't even have to be a big interaction. It could be somebody that you see at the supermarket, at the grocery store, and you sit there and you meet them and you talk with them, and there's just such an impact on you that you might go home and cry. You might sit there and just feel so raw about something. And it's like, wow, it feels odd almost. And you're going to sit there, Capricorn, and try to logic it out. You can't. You can't. This is going to be a meeting of souls that comes together. And there's going to be a deeper conversation that happens than you even realize. And so here with the prosperity that comes your way, it's handed to you in a very spiritual way, in a very emotional way. It's a seed to be planted. And I see our lives as a garden. How do we want our garden to be? Do we have a lot of weeds to, pluck out? I mean, please, that's my garden, most definitely. It's like, okay, how do I make it beautiful? How do I know what I am planting? And when I see this card, I think a lot of times of the saying, and it says, we are handed seeds of doubt. It does not mean we have to plant them. Do not let your garden be filled with doubts and fears. Look at yourself and look at all that you have accomplished and all that you are, and give yourself respect for that. This moves you to the world opening up, the archangels around you, victory surrounding you, majesty and beauty, balance and understanding. Where the magician holds one wand and is connected to the earth, the world holds two wands and is connected to simply spirit, simply creation. Embrace that. As the world opens, you're going to feel the brakes hit on. And it's like, oh, heck no. Absolutely not. I cannot do this. I'm not ready for this. I do not know. I have choices, and everything that I need is before me, but I don't really like them. But that's okay, because it's not as scary as this. You're going to kind of mental vomit on yourself. I laugh because I know what that's like. And you're going to sit there and give yourself 500,000 different reasons why you can't. Know that you can. Know that you can, and the light that shines within you as you look at the path that your soul wants. That's the path you need to walk. That's the beauty you need to take. Your subconscious message for this time is the Two of Pentacles, the balancing of the earthly world and the spiritual world. Again, you have infinity. You have infinity crowning you. You're trying to balance the infinity, the everything that life has to offer. Emotions run high. Yeah, especially with two people. Okay, can be very antagonistic, but there's going to be two things, definitely, during this time where you feel like, yeah, the repeat of the number 2, communication, creativity, compassion, and needing to work things out, okay, kind of talk things through. You need a balance. And you're going to put a lot of pressure on your shoulders to have that balance come instantaneously, right now. I need this, that's it. Balance yourself. It's not going to be found externally. It's also going to be kind of like tipping the scales every now and then. You're like, oh my gosh, I found the balance, and then I lost the balance, and I don't know. So be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself and let yourself not know. Let yourself embrace the mystery. Let yourself be. Your subconscious chakra message is inspiration. Comes right after creativity. It's card number 11. This is card number 10. You're inspired. As you heal, embrace, and are empowered by your sacral chakra, you are inspired. The creative energy that flows through you, the power that is part of you, inspires you and leads you forward. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the wasp spirit. I love this card because sometimes life stings. And you know what? That is life. Sometimes it stings, sometimes it stinks, sometimes it is absolutely overwhelming. And that's okay. It is okay for us to be overwhelmed. In our world today, we think everything's supposed to be perfect. Everything is filtered, made to look just a certain way. And we think, wow, it's just me. It's just me. I messed up. No. Everybody has. Life stings for everybody. We just hide it because for some reason we think there's something wrong with pain and hurt. We try to hide the ugly, the shame, the disappointment, the heartbreaks. It's a part of us. It's not sharing it with everybody, but it's also knowing that sometimes the bitterness in life makes the sweetness all the more precious. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Bye.